Okay, we're live. Twitch is so fast. All right. So, I think the plan for today is to extend the virtual machine to accept work with the other data types. Yeah, the other operations on the other data types. Because what did we do last time? Oh yeah, we've did the rest of the arithmetic operators on integers. Right. Let me zoom this in a bit. Is that good? Maybe 1, 2. Right, looks a lot better. Can I read it? Yeah. Okay, so let's start off with Booleans. Save it about third of the way. Third of the way there. All right. These 4 operators we added comprise only a subset of the operators available in Monkey. There are also comparison and 2 prefix operators. Our goal is to implement all of them, and that includes teaching our VM about another monkey data type, Booleans. Without Booleans, we couldn't represent the results of these operators. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think 4 of those. But Booleans also exist as literal expressions in Monkey. True and false. That's true. We're going to start by adding support for these 2 literals. It's a bit too loud. Don't want to be hearing myself that well. That way, we already have. Now it's a bit too quiet. Okay, mic check. Right. And that's just as loud as it was before. Story of my life. Okay, what does a Boolean literal do? Good question. What does it do? I suppose nothing. Boolean literal. Well, I don't know what that question means. Hey Taras. Caught me early this time. Just started. Maybe, yeah, 4 minutes ago. Really? Mic check. Okay. I'm gonna check my OBS. That's weird. I did connect the mic a bit late. You sure there's no audio? Mic check. I think it seems fine on my end. Okay, I can check. Well, okay, so it's a you. Yeah. Okay, for a second I was like, I forgot to. Well, because I started the stream the first time, I forgot to connect the mic and the camera. So this is take 2. I had to ditch macOS or 4 monitors. You really have 4 monitors? That's crazy. Crazy number of monitors. Excuse me. That way we already have our Boolean data type in place when we add the operators. So what does a Boolean literal do? Good question. Well, in our evaluator, a Boolean literal evaluates to the Boolean value designates to. Yeah. Under the hood. Now we're working with the compiler and the VM. So we have to adjust our expectations a little bit. Instead of Boolean literals evaluating to Boolean values, now we want them to cause the VM to load the Boolean values onto the stack. Got a silly question. On the stack, how do you know if it's a 1 or a Boolean? I guess based on the opcode, not really, I don't know. Pretty close to what integer literals do, and those are compiled to op constant instructions. We could treat true and false as constants too, but that would be a waste, not only of bytecode but also of compiler and VM resources. Yeah. Bytecode, yeah. Instead of, we'll now define 2 new opcodes. Okay. Yeah. Because if you leave it as bytecode, it means we have to, like, every time we read, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I think the second approach is better. Instead, we'll now define 2 new opcodes. that directly tell the VM to push a Boolean object to the stack. Okay, that makes sense. Right, okay. They would just create a new Boolean object and that push that onto the stack. I guess the test would be super easy. Why pop? Alright, because it's an expression statement. Are you still trying to get your audio to work, Taras? Well, if you are, you probably won't have heard that. Yep, this is our same structure as the first one. The test slice will be extended once we implement the comparison operator. Right, yeah. I guess I kind of see where this is going. Like the structure of it. Where's the compiler? Instruction, no. Gotta look at so I could just add more instructions. So let's say there will be a comparison opcode. And then anytime you come across the comparison opcode, you pop check if they are equal and push Boolean to stack. Okay, I could just do that. Yeah, let's give it a go. Guess I can add up true definition dot name and operand width is going to be empty. True, up, false. Okay. Nothing would change for make. Could add another test. Both true and false. I think this is quite straightforward. False. Say test code source slash code.exec. Okay, just out for sanity. Okay. What should the compile? Okay, so when the compiler comes across, so it'll be expression, statement, expression, then could be Boolean. So it can be, yeah, guess I'll copy this. Boolean. Oh. So that's when it's an expression statement on its own, like when it's true or false. So it should push it to the stack. Because here I could change index object. Should be Boolean. Okay. I thought it was the Linux users who had audio problems. Didn't know Mac users had it too. For monitors connected to a dock. Okay. And macOS doesn't like it. Maybe he's trying to tell you something. Maybe he's trying to tell you something. Guess now I could. Do I have a test? Okay. Hey, but I think they're pretty good though. Okay. Single Thunderbolt. Must be really pushing it to its limit because usually they're pretty good. I have like an M2 iPad. I use it to like compile Swift quite often. Like, not compile. I use the Swift playground to make iOS apps. It's pretty good. Separately, wouldn't even support 4 monitors. I guess because you only have 2 ports, 3 ports. The most, I think the most number of monitors I've connected is 2. Oh no, I had 3 at one point. I mean, it worked fine, even on Linux. Never had a problem. It depends where you play the audio from, I guess. Do you use one of the monitors as an audio source? Not source, sorry. Output. Can't add because it expects a number. I'll just create a new one. Okay. Boolean instructions. Just route sound through MacBook speakers. Yeah, I suppose. Some sound is better than no sound, I guess. Yeah. Or you could just switch to a single monitor. I have a question. Why do you have 4 monitors? It seems like a lot of monitors. Oh, okay. Damn, that's one way to solve that problem. I don't think many people know this, but like the OS that I use, called Pop OS by like System 76. It's just Ubuntu basically. But it has like, it's supposed like tiling, and you can just, I can switch screens like with a window manager without like, it's so cool. It's like Alt 1, 2, 3. If you've ever had to, I mean, I used to use i3 for about 2 years, like 4 years ago. But like there were so many problems. The audio wouldn't work or something. But with this, I don't need any configuration. And yeah, it's like a window manager, but in the OS. Well, it needs some configuration. I can show you. I find it quite interesting. Yeah, all I had to do was like create like 8 workspaces, and then Alt 1, 2, 3 to switch workspace. And it's the only reason I needed i3. So since I added this, I've never needed to install i3 or configure it for that matter. It's a very much an underrated feature of Pop OS. And everything works. Never had any problems with the audio or anything else for that matter. Did you just say my favorite is Chrome OS? I've literally never heard anyone say that. Okay. I don't know. I don't know about that one, Taras. I mean, that's not really that impressive, is it? The best thing about it is you can update it fast. I mean, I don't think I have problem with updating the OS. I usually don't update it at all, because if it's working, I just leave it as is. Yeah, I think it's kind of even recommended not to update. I do update though, like, I mean, but not that often. Maybe every like 4 or 5 months. And to be honest, it's not that bad when you update. I haven't used Windows in a long time. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I've had problems with update. As in, the process of update is pretty straightforward. Yeah. Whatever happens next is... Really? Windows? I don't think so. I mean, I've not used it, but I've literally never heard anyone say that. I think it's kind of the meme that Windows doesn't have a window manager. It does, but I think... I don't know. I don't know about Windows. Boolean. All two Linux users out there. Hey, there's more than two of us. You'll be surprised. Yeah, well, that is more than two. Okay. Chrome OS. Yeah, I've never used it. Does anybody use it? Except you. Yeah. Instructions. Yeah. You met one other person. Usually a good sign. Not expected constants. Should be compiler dot constants. Do I need to check? Yeah, fuck. Optional. Oh, I can do got. What is fucking got? Alright. Bytecode. constants. Yep. Okay. 188. Should be expected constant. Actually, yeah, don't need I. Oops. Then don't need this. Okay, I think it should. Can now. Try false. Hang on. How the fuck did that work? Oh no, okay, no, it's fine. For a second I was like, that looks wrong. That's the index of the constants. Okay. Boolean. Oh, it's like the dogs and the cats are fighting outside. Oh, it's just dogs. All right, okay. Now, in the virtual machine, what needs to happen here? I need to look at actually nothing needs to happen. Alright, Taras. Hopefully your daughter's fine. I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out as usual. Okay. Yes. What would happen if I came across 2 on its own? True, not true. 2, true, true. Div constant. Hmm. Okay, I guess I could write a test. Boolean expressions run. I need that. Just have one. Expected Boolean. Should be true. Compile, run, expected Boolean. Boolean. Okay, see what happens. Say test source slash VM. Okay. Dot up true. And then false. If it comes across true, we should simply add it to the stack. Yeah. So guess I could handle these together. Up, false. Gotta check the documentation. Switch, no, enums. Oh, I know. What am I switching? Switch opcode. If there's also one more thing I wanted to check. If can I save the output of an if to a variable? If with optionals. Doesn't seem like it. Can ask cloud in say, can I save the results of an if statement to a variable? Okay, so it'll be const value is if opcode equal to code dot opcode dot op true. I think this is small c. Will be true, else false. Okay, nice. Then try self dot push. I'll just copy this. Okay. Boolean value. Okay, see if that works. $159. Yep, that's wrong. Should be expected Boolean. Okay, nice. can add a test for false. Okay, nice. That was easy-ish. Right. So the next thing to do, gotta go back to my, is it code? Because now I need equals, not equals, greater than, less than. Not. Is there anything I'm missing? Equals, not equals, greater, less than. Oh, I could just check my AST, not AST, sorry, token. Less than, greater than. Equal, not equal. And bang. Bang, I guess, is ST. Have I never used it? Okay, here. Okay. Where's, need the compile. Guess op equal, op not equal, op greater, GT, op less than, op bang. If it's anything like the arithmetic operators, so not equals would take actually it should be the same as these. It wouldn't, they don't need any operands because you would get them from the stack. Yep, that makes sense. So I can just do op, what was it again? I'll just grab this one and all the way. Definition, dot name, op equal, and operand width would be nothing. Okay. guess 2, 3, 4. Equal, not equal. This will be greater than. Oh, sorry. Equal. Is that how you spell equal? Equal. I guess. Yeah. Okay. For a second, I was not sure. Greater than. And then this would be less than. Oh, this is a mistake. And this would be LT. Bang. Hang on. Bang. Would it take an operand? Because all the other ones, 17. Let's say you do equal. This is an infix. A. Then A not equal is that. Less than B. So they're all an infix operation. So you would pop and then operate. But in the case of, let's say, not true, it is tied to a specific. Okay, I'll handle that later. Leave this out for now. Could update the test. One, two, three, four. 3, 4. Should be less than, greater than. No, sure. No. Equal. This should be not equal. Greater than, less than. Sorry, greater than. What's wrong with? Oh, it should be small. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Say. Yeah, I should just work. Source code. That's it. Okay. And then in the compiler, program statement right here. Switch token type. Gotta check my parser. It's still considered, yeah, still an infix. Parse infix. Operator left and right. Might have a test for it. Let return. Okay, yeah, I do. Okay. So in the compiler, I need less greater, oops, equal, not equal, less greater. Oops. Guess now this could. No, that has to stay. LT, sorry, equal. Yeah. Emit opcode op equal. No operands. Okay. And then not equal. Less than. Oh, fuck it. Less than. Okay. Is that it? Yeah. So that means Boolean instructions. Expected instructions. It will be the opcode and expected constant. Okay, go to make this constants. This will be slice of const bool. Isn't bool? Yeah. Sorry, const slice of bool. Then I can make this true. This will become false. And then in the test, got constant.len is should be expected t dot expected constants dot len. And I guess I need the index I. Just want to check if the test still works. Sig test source compiler. Expected constant, yeah. Line 179. And I guess same here. Two, 1, 6, 2, 1, 6. Okay, good. That still works. And I need about 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be 5 equals 5. Okay, that's it's not gonna work, is it? Oh, I know. What am I doing? Undo, undo. You just put it with the rest of the ones. Yeah. Because I don't expect... Yep, I think this could work. Maybe at the end. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Equals 5. Equals constant top equal up. Yep. 2 in the stack. Yep. Don't need the result yet. This would be 4 not equals to 5. Not equal. Be greater. Greater. Less than. Less than. Okay. Okay, nice. So now, oops. Right. So in the virtual machine, guess it's easy enough. All I gotta do is push let's try. Actually, before I do that, might be worthwhile to make this into a method, so that, because it's like the same thing. And you could just return an object. I don't even need the method. What I can do is dot up sub, then here I just switch const results equals switch code dot up add return. What do you mean no return? Can I not return? Hang on. Switch. Yeah, I can. B would be, guess, and whatever type A is, if I return, guess. Fall through behavior is desired, combine the cases and use if. Okay. Oh, okay, I don't need the return. Add operand. No. It's got to be yeah, it's got to return an object. Yep, and then return object dot integer. The value is equal to result. I think I missed a bracket. Oh, don't need this. Okay. Then push result. Okay, I think it's a lot more concise. Sub. Could rename this to be better. This is the right side. And then this is the left. Left plus right, yeah. This would be, oops, minus. Yeah, get rid of that. Ooh. Yeah, does this need to be exhaustive? I don't know. Dot op multiply dot op sub. Multiply sub. Then divide. Yep. Okay. So as is, it should work. Unless I added any statements. Okay, no I didn't. Yeah. Well, the only reason I don't think that this switch needs to be exhaustive for opcode. Could I just switch those ones? I mean, tag. I think I'll ask Cloud. In this block, can I switch the opcodes that maybe not. Switch where I can switch the opcodes that were caught. Not sure if that makes sense. Okay, so I do need to, because we're switching on opcode. Okay. I guess that's fine. I mean, this is unreachable. Okay, see if that works. Source/VM. Oh. Zig test source/VM. Okay, yeah, it is duplicate. Should be divide. Switch must handle right. I think for now, else unreach able to do. Well, I guess the compiler will complain anyways. Right. What? Line 52. Yeah, fuck. Okay, I get it. Guess I just wanted it to be... Will that work? Check. Switch. Const B must be equals to a common type. Branches cannot fall through. Okay, in this instance, proxy 2 times 1. Okay. I mean, there's two options. Yeah. How do I... How do I make result that value? What is break doing here? Okay. 52. Okay, that works. Learn something new. Ah, yeah, I forgot about that. At div trunk, I think that... Hang on. 5. I think it was trunk. Yep, div trunk. Div trunk. Left dot value, right dot value. Let me just make sure it was the same. 2 divided by 1. 2 by 1. Yep. Okay, I think should work. Incompatible types. Is it because I have this else statement here that it's possible that it could be void? Hey Zach, I think your blocks inside switch ignore the value. Well, if I return, it'll return. If I change this to return, it'll return from the while loop. I can show you if you want. Yeah, you see? It turns an object. Whereas should be void. That makes sense. I mean, there's two options here. I could just push immediately and then exit. But I wanted to know how to make this work. Okay, back to the docs, I guess. Break should have a label target. Okay. Yeah, I noticed that because I can see here. Okay. So if I wanted to, whatever this object is, should be okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I did notice the label as well in the docs here. Okay. I can try. So it should be within. Oh, you mean put the whole thing in a block? Be block. Oh, okay. Don't know if that's legal. Run. Switch all branches, multiple cases. Range. Arbitrarily complex. Yeah. I guess there's an easier solution. No, I think you can do better. Get rid of that. There's only one statement really. And then don't need that. Yep, I think don't need that either. Oh, I didn't want to. For fuck's sakes. Yeah, I think but that means I'd have to add a label to each of these. It's much easier to just execute that one statement right there. Guess this should be fine. Oh yeah. I think this should be self dot push. Okay, so I gotta do this. Guess this is okay. Expected 5, found 3. Did I? Sub, plus, minus, left, right. Two of 17. Expect equal. Okay. 2 of 17. VM virtual machine. $224. Expected 5, found 3. Do I expect 5 anywhere? Here. Found 3. Let me look at up add is plus sub multiply and Oh fuck, actually it shouldn't return. Because it needs to continue. Okay, there we go. Right. So now I can continue to what I was doing. This would be equal. Up equal, dot up, not equal, dot up greater and less than. Should be pretty easy. 2, 3, 4. Result is left equal to right. Actually, fuck. They don't necessarily have to be integers. Okay, for now, I'll handle integers and I'll get back to it. This would be Boolean, and then value would be result. Okay, I know how to fix it. Not equal. Left not equal to right. This is Boolean. Then this is greater. Left greater than right. Do not unwrap the value here. It'll be easier. Hey source code, how you doing? I'm doing pretty well. Compiler's coming along pretty well. Did you learn anything interesting so far? Actually, quite a lot of things. Like the virtual machine, for one. I mean, this is like a very simplistic version, but I thought it'd be way more complicated. It's actually not that bad. No. Verify operand type for operation. True times true. Greater than, and then this one be less than. Left less than right. All right, so I guess now I can extend. I would also like to add a VM to my compiler, but it's too much work. True to the power of true must be like transcendent. I'm not sure what that means. Need one for equal, not equal, less than, greater than. Ah, for fuck's sakes. Why do I expect an int? Right now, I cannot run functions at compile time, only simple expressions. Yeah, I would say I'm at the same place. Some bytecode VM thing would fix that. What do you mean? Some bytecode VM thing would fix that. Not sure. What are you talking about? Can I make this? Well, if I make this any, then I go to fucking tech. Okay, having VM in my compiler would allow to execute arbitrary code at compile time. Okay, right now comp time is limited in my project. I don't know. I mean, so far the compiler doesn't. Sorry, the virtual machine doesn't seem that bad. I mean, granted, I've only done expressions at the moment. I'll find out when I guess even when you do if statements or functions, the virtual machine is still just executing the expressions in the block. I think it should be okay. I don't know. Not sure. Okay, okay. Just gonna, whoa, Elaine. Run Shane arithmetic operations. No ideal. I'll make it better later. Boolean results, let's say. I can change this to a bool. I'll get rid of this, all of these. Oh. Five equals 5. So for equal, not equal, less than, greater. Then okay, and I guess expected bool check dot boolean. Actually, this is not even required. Maybe it is. Okay, fuck it. Boolean, actual, expected. Okay, let's see if that worked. $94. Oh yeah, forgot to remove that. Hang on. 69. What is... Oh, sorry. Should be left dot value. It should be right dot value. Let's go. Nice. What I'm thinking is in my object, yeah, I'm thinking not to unwrap this here. Added. Oh, I haven't done not. Right, operations to compiler and v. Okay. Test syncing. Yeah, what I'd like to do next is because for equal and not equal, true equals true is a valid statement. Don't know what to do about that yet. Okay. I think I've covered a lot of ground. Didn't even have to read the book. Okay, let's see. Yep, done. Boolean done. That's fine. It's done. Comparison. Excuse me. Why didn't he not add less than? Strange. Okay. Yeah, that's did all of this. Yeah, updated the compiler. All of this is done. Oh, okay, so it's... I think he used the same opcode. That's kind of confusing. Why? Yeah, how did he handle copy paste error? What do you mean? I don't know, he's pretty smart. Emit up greater than... Yeah, probably. But his test should have failed if that was the case. I want to check how he handled it. Ah, right, okay. I see. He just checks... Oh, that kind of makes sense. So he just checks if it's less than, and then I guess does a different operation on the expression. I guess that's fair. It's smarter. It's one less opcode, but I don't mind. I'm gonna leave mine as is. Okay. Yeah, the question now is... Actually, I think these should be in... I'm thinking... I think these don't belong here. Because you can compare Booleans as well. Should probably just move it out and then handle it here. Or there's another option. Yeah, actually. I could have a method called, let's say, function equality or equal. We'll take an object, and then would return yep, and then and then I can just switch self line else. I can call return implementation dot equal equal, and then I don't have to like check the types anymore. Just have equal. It will return what will it return? Value equals value 2. Then it would also take compare to another object, and then I would something like that. That's an option. Yep. And then I can just check compared. I can unwrap it. Compared to dot tag name should be Boolean, else throw some error. Yeah. Like operand mismatch or something, which could be handled in the virtual machine. Yeah, because I think you can get access to the tag name. Tagged union. Turns union into a tagged union, which makes it switch expressions. Switch unions, tagged unions coerce to their tag type. Following example is invalid. First up B. F32. Tagged unions can be coerced to enums, and enums can be coerced to tagged unions. No, that's not what I need. Complex type tag. Switch on tagged union. Expect blah blah blah. Okay, I mean, I think it's doable. In order to modify the payload of a tagged union, no. Unions can be made to infer the enum tag type. Further, unions can have methods like structs and enums. Variant, extodent. Yeah, I think something similar to this one. Maybe. Tag name can be used to return a comp time value. Can it be comp time? I don't know. Yeah, I could try that as well. At tag name. Oh, no, I don't need the tag name. I want to check what the tag name is. Okay, never mind. I think I'll figure that out tomorrow. To do method to object and then use that for comparison. This could turn a runtime. Actually, I could check that. Time or compile. Time error. Might be better to do this at compile time. Yeah, that way I can be okay. Guess that's something to do for tomorrow. I guess I'll call it a day there. Oh, we're nearly done with got prefix, 2 of them. Okay, and then conditionals. Keeping track of names. Right, variables, and then nice. Looking good. Okay, I think that's going to be it for today. Have a good day to whoever's here or watching. And I shall see you. What's today? Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's never done. You're right. What is sad, Zach? You mean the part that software is never done? I think that's a good thing, no? I'd rather have something to do. Oh, it can be good enough though. And I guess it could be done. Depends what your objective is. Alright, Zach, I gotta go. Shall see you tomorrow. You have a good one. See ya.